Every morning you rise, eyes on the prize. But tell me, sugar, when's the last time you closed them to breathe, to realize?
Welcome to Professionals in the Mental Market, the podcast where we dive deep into the intersection of mental health and the modern workplace. I'm Deborah, your host and guide on this journey towards balance, resilience, and thriving in the demanding world of work.
Your dreams. Now let's talk burnout. It's a sneaky old thief. It'll snatch your joy and leave you in grief. You're more than your deadlines, more than
Get
the game.
ready to unlock a better you, one episode at a
Don't
time.
let your heart sway. A little self-care keeps the darkness away.
This is Professionals in the Mental Market. Let's
Show
dive
me how.
in.
Put the phone down, baby. Look up at the sky. Your mental health's a rhythm, so let it fly. Take a step back, baby. Don't go too crazy. Your mind is gold, so treat it right. Love yourself, baby, all day.
Hello, Rockstars. Welcome. I'm here again on Professionals in the Mental Market. All right, let me ask you a question today. Have you ever wondered why some people just bounce back from tough times like they're made of rubber band? They just snap and they're back to position. Yeah. That kind of resilience isn't magic, right? It's something that you can build, and you can do that one small habit at a time. Today, we're talking about how to make your mind stronger and more resilient using simple daily actions. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. All right, so if you are ready to become, should I say, snappable, let's dive in. All right, so what exactly is resilience, right? When we say resilience, what exactly are we talking about? Resilience is, how would I put it? Resilience is your ability to bounce back, right? So let's use the same bounce back word. It's your ability to bounce back when life throws stuffs your way, right? I'd hear, should I call them phrases like when life throws you lemon, make a lemonade. When life throws you bricks, what do you do with that? Do you build a wall, or should we just build a platform for us to stand on and shine? So resilience basically is bouncing back, right? Okay, so you can think of resilience as like your how do I call it now, your defensive covering, right? Something that covers you like an armor, right? The stronger your armor is, the better protected you are from a shoot, an arrow, or whatever it is that comes your way, like a bulletproof. Right? So the stronger it is, the better you are able to handle stress, handle setbacks that comes with life, challenges and all of it, without falling or breaking into a million pieces, right? Yeah, you can even relate it to like a car's shock absorber. If you relate well with cars, when a car has its shock absorber intact, when you enter into gallops, and I know Nigerian people can relate, when you enter into gallops or potholes on the road and all of that, there's a way you'll feel much more comfortable than a car that does not have its shock absorber intact. You get home with broken bones. Yeah, that's what resilience is like, right? So the better you are at, let me use the words, putting structures in place to help your resilience pack, the better it is for you when all of those life's hurdles and every other thing that can cause you to burn out or be in a bad place, yes, the better it is for you to come back from them. All right, I hope you're enjoying what we're talking about today. Yeah, so one thing I must say is resilience isn't about avoiding struggles. Like, when you're playing a game and you have hurdles on the way and you're able to avoid it, and you're going, sounds like is Minecraft that game where you have to avoid hurdles? If you eat the hurdle, you probably have few lives, and then after some strikes you're down. Life is not like that, and resilience doesn't mean avoiding struggles, not at all, right? It's about navigating through those experiences, because they will happen. Permit me to use this Yoruba adage. Yoruba will say, "Wakpela yojo oniribi." You hold on. You want to live long, but you don't want to experience evil or hear about evil happenings. You choose one. You either choose long life, longevity, or you choose to see evil that will definitely happen. I mean, there's no way in your lifetime you want it's just normal with life. Okay, so resilience isn't about avoiding it. You cannot totally completely avoid it, but when it comes your way, right, the grace, the stamina, the strength, to go through it and bounce back, that's the word. Yes, right. So someone might say, "Oh, Deborah, I'm used to thinking that resilience means just powering through, going through it like some sort of superhero." Spoiler alert, that's wrong, right? So you're a superhero, yes, but even superheroes they go through a lot. I mean, I've not watched quite a handful of superhero movies, but I mean, I see Spider-Man, and he goes through a lot, different kind of emotional, physical. Everyone will go through a lot, right? Everyone can and will go through a lot, right? But resilience is bouncing back and not remaining where that situation puts you, right? So real resilience, right, is knowing when to push forward and when to rest, right? It's about balance. Can you repeat the word? Balance. Yes, it's about balance. When knowing how to balance it. I think in the last episode I talked about learning to say no and not feeling guilty that you said no. You won't die, right? So learn the balance. "Oh, can you please? Oh, I'm so sorry, not at this time." You will not die. Learning to say no, learning to balance it. Not that you will not die because you don't want to say no to someone and it always has to be yes. No, you can always say no. No exists because of yes, right? And yes exists because of no. They're all hand in hand. I don't even know if what I said makes any sense, but I just hope I passed the message that I have in my mind across, right? Balance. 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 Great. Now, how do you build resilience, right? So enough of talking about resilience, how do you even build resilience? If you've listened so far, you would have heard when I talked about small habits. So, and this episode is not about this podcast is not just about throwing the big word at you or just throwing you into a large ocean. No, we're working on how to actually eventually get to that big milestone with little tiny steps daily, right? You know how they say little drops of water makes the mighty ocean. Exactly, that's what we're talking about right here, right? Small habits, journaling, taking deep breaths. I talked about breather breaks, I think in the last episode or in the first one. I'm not so sure right now. Those little habits, gratitude, those little changes, they help. Even this saying no little by little, someone who does not know how to say no before, and then you say no and you're like, "Oh, I didn't die." I just, you keep building it. You don't need a microphone to say your no to the world. Just in little things, small habits daily, right? So you are not going to overhaul your life like you want to just build a house. And you agree with me that even if you are building a house, there are stages. You start with the foundation, or you even start with getting the land first, getting the documents and all of every. So there are little steps that add up, right? Great. So let's talk about 3 steps today, right? And then if there's need for more, we'll bring it up in other episodes, right? So for today, let's talk about these 3 little habits that you can add. And if you know me as a person, then you will not be surprised at my number 1, right? So the first habit that I'm going to talk about today is let's call it the gratitude habit, right? Make gratitude your attitude, right? So if you want to do it every morning or you want to do it every night, but you can make it nighttime so you can have a deep sleep after your gratitude practice, right? So you just write down something that you are grateful for, thankful for, happy about, right? That way your brain, your mind is rewired to focus on those happy things, right? And there's a way your body has happy hormones and all of those things, and they are released. It will even help your night rest. You sleep deep and you have a proper rest. Your mind will be relaxed because you have rewired and given yourself that sense of feeling like, oh, I'm grateful for things. Very quickly, the next one I'll talk about is the pause habit, right? Now here, this one requires you to take a pause, take a break, right? It could be the breather break we talked about. It could be for a walk. Take a break, pause, think, reflect, right? Yes. And then the third habit that I'll talk about is what I call the connection habit, right? Humans were made to be social animals or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm not calling anyone an animal. I think, okay, let's just use the word social beings, right? So communication is very important, right? And communication helps us to connect, right? So keep connections. Oh, hi, hello, how are you today? Just checking up on you. Keep connections. Do the connection habit. That way there's a sense of feeling that you get from it that you cannot express. You might even call someone and the person makes you feel that sense of responsibility, or makes you feel like you're an angel, or something. And there's that way that you reward yourself from within, right? So all those little things, they can't be bought with money, but there are things that if you start those habits now, it will help you build a proper resilience bank, right? That would help you bounce back when you need it. All right. So let's bring today to a close on this note. There's a lot to talk about, and I do hope that you stick to the podcast and continue to listen to me. Send your messages, leave your comments, leave likes and shares, and help us grow the channel and reach a lot of people that need to hear some of these things. All right, so until next time that we meet on the pod, have a wonderful time. Remember to start your small habits. They help you. See you on the next talk. Bye.